We've known each other since we were kids, high school sweethearts. We got married right after graduation, before I left for the army. 24 years together, a whole lifetime. Or at least, that's what I thought. What I'm about to tell you shattered my world. My wife's past is complicated. When she was a child, she went through years of sexual abuse, something I didn't fully understand until recently. She was only diagnosed with borderline personality disorder not long ago, and suddenly, so many things from our marriage began to make sense. The emotional swings, the self-doubt, the chaos. I'm not saying that excuses what she did, but it does explain why everything kept breaking, no matter how hard I tried to hold it together. The first betrayal came 4 years after our wedding. My best friend from the army. She had an affair with him. I was crushed, but I loved her. God, I loved her. So I forgave them both. It took years, but we rebuilt something that looked like peace. He disappeared for a while, got married, came back into our lives, and somehow things just fell into place again. I thought the past was buried. Then came the confessions. Slow, quiet, unexpected. First that she was curious about women, then that she'd gotten drunk and flirted with a coworker at a party, then that she'd made a mistake with a friend's wife. Each one chipped away at something inside me, but I told myself it wasn't the end of the world. I wanted to believe in her, more than I wanted to believe in my own pain. Over the years, we faced everything: money problems, depression, my war injuries, the endless back pain that made me bitter and distant. I worked 2 jobs, went to school, tried to build a business. She raised the kids, fought her own darkness, but we barely touched each other anymore. Sex was rare, a few times a month, sometimes less. I tried to be romantic, thoughtful, patient, but the distance kept growing. Then, after years of fighting, things started to look up. From 2014 to 2021, life was stable. My business took off. We moved out to the countryside, bought a house. We weren't exactly passionate lovers anymore, but we laughed. We built a home. We raised our kids. I was proud of what we'd survived. I thought, finally we're okay. She had gone away for the weekend with our daughters. I stayed home working. One night, I had this nightmare, so vivid it felt real, that she'd cheated again. When she came back, I told her about the dream, half joking. She went quiet, and then she confessed, not just to one affair, to several, one with a friend from school, one with our daughter's soccer coach, one with a coworker she fell in love with, and then one that broke me completely, a threesome with my best friend and his wife, where she and he ended up sleeping together while his wife just watched. I can't explain what that does to a person, to realize that the woman you grew up with, built a life with, trusted more than anyone, had lived a secret life you never even suspected. We've been in therapy for months now. I'm trying. She's trying. She's been faithful for the last 9 years, or so she says, but none of that erases what I now know. Some days I hate her. Some days I miss her so much it hurts to breathe. I lie awake beside her, torn between wanting to hold her and wanting to run away forever. I know her illness plays a role, that her mind distorts everything, turns love into fear, turns comfort into chaos. She swings from obsession to disgust, from passion to emptiness. It's always been all or nothing, and maybe that's what loving her has always been too, all or nothing. I just don't know how much more of it I have left to give.